One of the most beautiful experiences in life is feeling the gentle touch of God's healing grace. It's like a warm embrace that soothes our deepest pains and gives us hope. Often, when we've been hurt, it feels like the wounds are too deep to heal. But God has a way of reaching into our hearts and healing those places we thought would always hurt. This is not just about physical healing, but emotional and spiritual restoration. It's about the quiet moments when we feel a sense of peace, even in the midst of chaos. This peace is a sign that God is working to heal us from the inside out. It's a reminder that no matter how deep our hurts, there is always hope for renewal and growth. When we've been hurt, especially by those we trusted, it can be challenging to believe that good things are still possible. One of the significant signs that God is healing us is when we start to trust in His timing again. This means letting go of the need to control every detail and allowing ourselves to believe that everything will work out as it should. It's about understanding that some things take time, and healing is a process that cannot be rushed. We might not see the changes right away, but as we trust in God's plan, we begin to notice small shifts in our attitudes and circumstances. This trust is not just in God's plan, but also in our own journey of healing and recovery. Holding on to past hurts can weigh us down and prevent us from moving forward. One clear sign of God's healing is when we find the strength to let go of the past. This doesn't mean forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. Instead, it's about releasing the grip that those memories have on our lives. It's about acknowledging the pain, learning from it, and then choosing not to let it define us. Letting go is a powerful act of self-love and faith. It's about trusting that God has something better in store for us and that we don't need to carry the burdens of yesterday into our future. This release opens up space in our hearts for new experiences and blessings, allowing us to live more fully in the present. One of the profound signs that God is healing us is when we start to find peace in the present moment. Often, when we've been hurt, our minds are filled with worries about the future or regrets about the past. This can create a storm of emotions that feels overwhelming. However, as God works within us, we begin to experience a sense of calm and clarity. This peace is not just a fleeting feeling. It's a deep, abiding sense of contentment. It's about being fully present in each moment, appreciating the beauty and simplicity of life as it unfolds. This shift in perspective allows us to see our circumstances with a fresh lens, focusing on the blessings we have rather than what we lack. Finding peace in the present is a powerful sign that God is restoring our spirits and helping us to live with a grateful heart. Another important sign of healing is the development of compassion and understanding, both towards ourselves and others. When we've been hurt, it's easy to build walls and become guarded. However, as God's healing takes place, these walls begin to crumble. We start to see others' struggles and pain more clearly, leading us to be more compassionate and less judgmental. This growth in empathy is a reflection of our own healing journey. As we learn to forgive and love ourselves, we naturally extend that same grace to others. Developing compassion also means recognizing that everyone is on their own journey, and sometimes people hurt us because they are hurting too. This understanding helps us to let go of resentment and embrace a more loving and forgiving attitude. When we're in the midst of healing, another beautiful sign is the rediscovery of joy and passion. It can feel like a light being turned back on after a long period of darkness. This joy is not necessarily about being happy all the time, but finding delight in the simple things that bring us peace and fulfillment. It could be a renewed interest in a hobby, a deeper appreciation for nature, or a desire to connect with others. As we heal, we start to see the world with new eyes, finding joy in places we might have overlooked before. Rediscovering passion means re-engaging with the things that make us feel alive and inspired. It's a sign that our hearts are opening up again, ready to embrace life with enthusiasm and hope. This joy and passion are gifts from God, reminding us that life, despite its challenges, is a beautiful journey filled with endless possibilities. As we continue on our healing journey, one significant sign is gaining a new perspective on our pain. Often, we view our past hurts as obstacles that hinder our happiness. However, as God heals us, we start to see these experiences in a new light. They become lessons that shape who we are and teach us resilience, compassion, and strength. This shift in perspective doesn't mean we forget the pain, but rather we acknowledge it as a part of our story that has made us stronger. We begin to see that our challenges have a purpose, helping us grow into the person we are meant to be. This new understanding allows us to embrace our past, not as something to regret, but as a foundation for a brighter future. Another powerful sign of healing is the strengthening of our faith and spiritual connection. When we've been hurt, it can sometimes feel like our faith is shaken. We may question why certain things happened or feel distant from God. However, as we heal, our spiritual connection deepens. We start to find comfort in prayer, meditation, or simply being in nature. This renewed faith is often accompanied by a sense of purpose and clarity about our spiritual journey. We realize that even in our darkest moments, God was there, guiding us and providing the strength we needed. Strengthening our faith helps us to trust in God's plan, even when it doesn't make sense to us. It's a reminder that we are never alone and that there is always a higher purpose at work in our lives. One of the most reassuring signs of healing is experiencing inner peace and stability. This is a deep, unshakable sense of calm that remains even in the face of life's challenges. It's about finding balance within ourselves, where our emotions no longer dictate our actions or reactions. This inner peace is a gift from God, a sign that we are healing and growing. It allows us to approach life with a clear mind and a steady heart, making decisions based on wisdom rather than fear or anger. This stability is not about having a perfect life, but about feeling grounded and secure in who we are and our relationship with God. It's about knowing that, no matter what happens, we have the strength and resilience to handle it. The final sign that God is healing us is the manifestation of positive changes in our lives. As we heal, we start to notice that our circumstances begin to improve. This could be in the form of healthier relationships, new opportunities, or simply a more positive outlook on life. These changes are a reflection of the internal healing that has taken place. They show that as we heal on the inside, our external world starts to shift as well. This is not a coincidence, but a natural consequence of aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with God's love and truth. These positive changes are a testimony to the power of God's healing grace and a reminder that we are always growing and evolving. The journey of healing is a deeply personal and transformative process. It requires patience, faith, and a willingness to embrace change. The signs of healing: finding peace, developing compassion, rediscovering joy, gaining perspective, strengthening faith, experiencing stability, and manifesting positive changes, are all part of this beautiful journey. They remind us that healing is not just about mending wounds, but about becoming whole again. As we continue to trust in God's plan, we can rest assured that He is always working to heal our hearts and guide us toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. So, take it one step at a time, and know that with God's grace, all things are possible. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of healing and transformation. May you continue to find peace, joy, and love on your journey.